Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch in our hometown of Jacksonville, Florida, located in Northeast Florida, visiting the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens, home to over 2,000 animals and 1,000 plant species. So, the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens has so much to appreciate and discover. And there are even more reasons to visit now. The zoo is constantly improving and boasts recent and exciting updates to popular exhibits. But today we're checking out an exhibit that's here just for a limited time, Dinosauria, running only until Thanksgiving Day of this year. Dinosauria features about 20 animals that thrived during the Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous, and Pleistocene periods. These prehistoric creatures are amazingly realistic with attention-grabbing animatronic designs. So after a brief educational talk about the Triceratops and an up-close look of an actual fossil of dinosaur poop, it's time to travel back in history. So this is the biggest dinosaur and prehistoric creature cheat sheet I have ever seen. My son, a true dinosaur lover, is so excited already, and we haven't even seen a dinosaur yet. There's tons of information to absorb, especially if you really get into prehistoric animals and history. So we're walking through our first time tunnel, which I imagine looks really cool at night. Spooktacular, the zoo's nighttime Halloween event has already ended, so our chance to actually see this at night is done. But we're out of the tunnel and we've traveled back to nearly 300 million years ago during the Permian period. There's a warning to watch your step, which I definitely agree with because it's really rocky here. Which in my imagination, this is the terrain I expect if dinosaurs were still roaming the earth. But I also want to add, pushing a stroller through here is difficult. After a few mishaps, we're in front of our first dinosaur, Soros. Now here's an extremely interesting fact. Jacksonville Zoo is just the second zoo in the country, followed by the Bronx Zoo, to feature life-size dinosaurs. And that's Dimetrodon. So you can see the movement of the dinosaur and hear the growling. And on each name card, there is a QR code that can be scanned to learn lots more about each dinosaur and prehistoric animal. So now it's time to move on to the Triassic Period. And I tell you, no matter how many dinosaur exhibits I attend, and I normally make it to an exhibit at least once a year, there are still dinosaurs I've never heard of. And not just a few, the majority. It's amazing to me how many dinosaurs there were with new discoveries still being made. So this next dinosaur is particularly interesting, the Soros. This dinosaur is named after Don Lessem, author of numerous dinosaur books, and an advisor on the set of the movie Jurassic Park. And I read about Lessem explaining how the dinosaurs are made by hand, and extensive research is done to create the most authentic replica possible. So now we head through the time tunnel to the Jurassic Period. Yet another fascinating fact, this Brachiosaurus replica is 65 feet tall and is therefore the tallest replica in the world. And now we are approaching what I imagine to be a confrontation, a battle scene between Allosaurus and a Stegosaurus. And I mistakenly called the Allosaurus a T-Rex. And my son just asked me if I was even a dinosaur fan. I guess between me repeatedly talking about all the dinosaurs I've never heard of before and then calling an Allosaurus a T-Rex, my ignorance of dinosaur knowledge is just embarrassing. But we're moving toward the Cretaceous Period. Luckily, I see a lot of familiar faces up ahead, and I definitely know those two at the end. Here's an up-close look at the popular Triceratops and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here's the T-Rex finally. And I'm actually impressed by the tongue flicking. There's a lot of attention to detail here. We are nearing the end of our time travel and heading into the last period, the Pleistocene Period. And here I go again. I've never heard of a woolly rhinoceros before. Luckily, it's new to my son too, so I'm not being criticized this time. Also, right ahead is a dire wolf along with a pup, famously seen in the hit series Game of Thrones. And this is a Smilodon, commonly known as the saber-toothed tiger. I have to admit, I've only known them by the name saber-toothed tiger. I never heard of them referred to as a Smilodon. So with that, we're back in the present day, approaching the base camp. At base camp, you can see pictures taken at the beginning of the exhibit. And of course, there's also a gift shop. You'll find Dinosauria souvenirs, books, and plenty of dino merchandise for the kids to beg for. Well, I have obviously learned a lot today. I'm sure I haven't reached dinosaur fan status, but we have plans to come back with friends, and I will definitely be less oblivious on that trip. And as I already stated, Dinosauria is happening until Thanksgiving Day this year, and I do recommend it for a nice outing, especially if you have a dinosaur fan or lover in your group. For pricing and further details concerning the event, as well as the zoo's reopening guidelines, that information can be found on the website jacksonvillezoo.org. The link will be in the description box. And it's a great month to visit. The Jacksonville Zoo and other attractions in Jacksonville offer Kids Free November annually. That information is also available on the website too, jacksonvillezoo.org. So hurry and check the exhibit out before the dinosaurs are extinct once again. If you like this video or found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up. We're moving into the holidays and it's going to be a busy holiday season, so be sure to subscribe as well as hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. Click on the video too so you can see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.